Here they are, the crab stuffed mushrooms. So let's do this. I'm going to show you how to make these delicious crab stuffed mushrooms at home. First of all, you're going to need mushrooms that are big enough for stuffing. So go ahead and pop the stems out of the caps there. The bigger the mushrooms, the better. I've even gone with the big portobello mushrooms and do like 4 or 5. Then you don't have to do a whole package of these size, but go ahead and get those stems out of there. We used to make 2 flavors at the meat shop. These are crab stuffed with butter, imitation crab, and the breadcrumbs. And we also have one where we do cooked hamburger, cream cheese, lemon pepper, and tarragon. A little bit of soy sauce, and those were awesome too. If you guys want, I can share a recipe for that. So melt a stick of butter, and then you want to put the imitation crab meat. I use about 4 ounces, so half of an 8-ounce package. And then I go with about a cup of the breadcrumbs. But once you put your crab meat in there and your breadcrumbs, you're going to mush it all into kind of a semi-firm ball. It's not going to be running apart, but it's definitely going to want to stick together a little bit. So put enough crab meat in there. I go ahead with the imitation crab because, kids are going to be eating these. They don't care. They don't need real crab. Let's go ahead and pour in those breadcrumbs. Obviously, I'm not measuring it too carefully because you can make it how you want. You can even add a little bit of extra seasonings in there. But I used to make thousands of these at the meat shop, and they'd sell out all the time. People just loved them. And as you can see, after I'm done stuffing the shrooms, I go ahead and put cheese on them too. So get the cheese that you like. I use a Munster, but you can use, pepper jack if you want, cheddar. Put a healthy amount of stuffing on there because as they cook, it's never going to like pop out the top or melt out because the breadcrumbs are going to kind of take in a lot of that moisture. That's the nice thing about those. But I go ahead and stuff all these mushrooms. Hopefully I do a little bit of camera magic here and you don't have to see me stuff every single one because that would be painful. So I figured I'd start making some videos of these, what we call chef market videos from the meat shop, things I used to make there all the time. We also used to do bacon wrap stuffed pork chops. We do the Dijon chicken breaded. We would do salmon spread, smoked salmon spread, all kinds of different things that we'd have ready to just pick up, bring home, and throw in the oven. But I used to make these a whole lot. So you're going to throw these in the oven, 375, 15 minutes. A little bit more if you want the cheese to brown on top, or you can broil them for a few minutes at the end. Here's the Monster cheese I'm putting on top. Monster's nice because it softens as it cooks. It's not going to totally melt and run all over the place. So here they're going into the oven, and bam, they're done. I cooked them along with some pork chops on the bottom there. But there you go. If you like this, like, subscribe, and give me some comments on what else you'd like to see.